Well, you did. Well, good morning. So this morning we are here at it's called Ross Jones Pool down at Coogee, down the end of Coogee Beach. Most gorgeous, very photogenic pool. And we've got an incoming tide right now. So the tide's been really quite low. And I think it was a low about 4:30, so sunrise about 7. First thing I'm going to do is see if we can get a shot of this pool while we get some nice reflections of it. So let's go and set up and see what we can find over there. I don't even know if you can see me. It's still pretty dark down here, so I'm being lit by a street light, which is pretty handy. So just come down to the edge of the pool right now, and I've set the camera up down very low because the pool is just absolutely like glass at the moment. Well, it's like a swimming pool, and I'm actually doing a portrait style panorama, just to try and see if we get. If we can stitch these panorama shots together and try and get a really nice wide look at the pool. Unfortunately, the sky is not really playing ball, so we don't have much colour in the sky right now. But let's just see if we can get a panorama here, and then there's another shot that I'd really like to try and get if the tide is high enough with some wave action as well on the wall. But anyway, as a first shot, let's see if we can get this shot in the bag. And we'll check this one out as a first shot of the day. Check it out. So I've just come around the pool a little bit here. I'm just standing on the edge, and we've got a little bit of a pool in front of the just in front of the camera here. I've tried to line up these concrete blocks so they're just below the horizon, and so they're not all overlapping. So I've got concrete blocks in every position across the shot here, and it just makes for a kind of a different shot with some character in there as well. We've got some people in the pool, and you can see now we've got a wave just came over the top. So as the tide comes in more and more of these waves will come over and wash over the rock wall here as well. So anyway, let's try this as a second shot. My settings right now, I'm actually still at 15 seconds and I have 7.1. Not much light around, so I'm manually focused on the block right in front of me. Set manual focus, and then I'm just taking the shot. So I'll do one more here. In fact, I might have to just bring my shutter speed down. So 10 seconds now. I've got a medium edge grad filter in there as well, just to take the edge off the sky, because the sky's really quite bright. So okay, let's try this one, and then there's another shot in mind I've got here as well. So we'll check that one out. Here we go. So I was just about to walk away from that shot, but there is another shot here, which is if you orientate the camera in a portrait fashion and point the camera right down, you can get the little reflection pool. But these ripples are just absolutely gorgeous right in front of us here, really well pronounced. And so I've managed to orientate the camera in a portrait sense here, and I've tried to make sure, I think Thomas Heaton calls it edge patrol, and just watching the edges of the frame, I've managed to just frame it up with two of the blocks just inside the edge there as well. So I just wanted a little bit of clearance on either side, I've got my grad filter on, bringing the sky down a little. I'm at 13 seconds, I'm at f10. And it's a different kind of shot. I don't mind this. In fact, I'm just going to darken it down a little and do one at 8 seconds. And I think 8 seconds is probably just about right. We've got the tide coming in here, so some of these waves are starting to come over the wall. And this would be quite a nice shot with a wave breaking over the wall too. But let's try this first. 8 seconds, f10, ISO 50. Check this one out. Okay, so I've come around to the end of the pool where there's this gorgeous sort of curved wall. I've set the camera up in a portrait mode on the wall, and the reason I've done that is that the wall is acting as a bit of a leading line into the shot. Unfortunately, no colour in the sky, which is a real shame because they might have to come back here one day when we have some colour. But it just looks great with the curved wall taking you into the shot. So I've done this in a bit of a longer exposure to begin with, and then I'm going to look for one of these waves coming in up onto this rocky shelf here in front of us and see if we can get a bit of wave action, a little flow in the shot as well. So let's do this one first as the longer exposure shot, and then we'll wait for a decent set of waves to come in. We'll try and capture a wave flow. Check this one out first. Still on the wall here. I've taken a shot of the pool in the distance there, and what I'm waiting for now, that's going to be my far shot. I'm waiting for a wave to come up and just roll over this platform in front of me, just to give me some texture as the wave breaks over the platform. I'm at half a second, my favourite sort of flow shutter speed. I'm at 6.3 right now, f6.3. Unfortunately, not a lot of colour in the sky, but the shot still looks quite dramatic and quite nice. So let's just see, here's a wave coming in now. So I'm just waiting for that to roll in, and I'll just capture that right there. Nice. We got what we wanted. So what I can do now is bring those two shots together. Here's another one. Oh, that's even better. Oh, lovely. It's nice. It's nice to get that sort of foamy look as the wave breaks over the rock. Here's another one coming in. I was using my 2-second timer earlier for the camera, but I'm using the remote control now, and the remote control just lets me time that absolutely perfectly, because it's really hard to time when you do it on a 2-second timer. So okay, there's a tiny bit of colour coming through the sky right now, so we may get lucky here. Let's just see if okay, no more waves. Let's bring these two together. Check this one out. That's it from Coogee Beach and Ross Jones rock pool. I love this little place. I haven't been here for ages, and I've always wanted to try and get a really nice shot here with the leading line and a good sky. So we did get a little bit of colour at the end there. You might have seen that last shot had a little bit of colour in there. So anyway, we'll see what happens. We had some dolphins swimming around the beach here as well with the swimmers, just having a bit of fun. There's quite a lot of dolphins in this area, so all good. All right, well, we're going to head off for breakfast now, and what time is it? It's 7:15, so the sun's been up for about 15 minutes. There's a few rays coming through right on the horizon. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but anyway, we're going to head off for breakfast. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers. I was just about to... It was his idea. So just when I was about to walk away from this shot here, I talked about some ripples in the sand. I realized, I can't do it. I can't do it. Okay, we'll try that again. So I was just about to walk away from this shot here and saw the... I'm the world's worst liar. Okay, here we go.
Take 3.
Okay, here we go again. Get a shot. Do something productive.